Okay, hello and welcome back. It's J Online 101. Woo! We got another one for you. And it's called Definitely Not Fried Chicken Incorporated. Now this one's a blast. I've had a little look. It's intense. It's about running a drug operation or drug company, cannabis factory, drugs, oh god, even just running legit like donut shops, laundromats. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's save up. We won't play the tutorial, we're gonna get straight in. Here we go. Okay, so we start off on the map. I think the first thing we need to build is I'll tell you what, let's build a laundromat. So we need to acquire the licenses, which we just purchased for, I think it was 3,000, which unlocks the large washing machine, large dryer. Oh no, sorry, it doesn't unlock that. That's the next unlock. Yeah, we've got what we got. So let's get into it. Let's find the map. We need a nice location and a cheap location. That's not bad, that's quite big. That's too big though. Let's go with this guy right here. Let's purchase it £3,000 off the bat. I'm going to select laundromat because that's what we're going to create. Okay, excuse me. Let's start building. Now, we need a storeroom. It's as simple as that. We need a storeroom. And why do we need a storeroom? Is because we will be building, sorry, we will be storing the drugs in here, in the storeroom. That is why we need a storeroom. Now, obviously we need a laundromat itself to disguise the actual purchases. So I'm going to build that. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to build it. Okay, so I think what we've done there is we've literally just created 2 businesses of laundromats. So we created 2 businesses, both laundromats. I'm going to open them both right now. We need to obviously adapt and put in employees, which I'm going to do now actually. So let's hire the employee, and we need to task them. Let's hire an engineer. They're already tasked, and then let's hire a cleaner. Same goes for this one. Sorry, that was a cleaner. Let's get the engineer in. The engineer's already tasked. Let's get a worker in, and let's task them to pick up, deal with the cash register and pick up vehicles, unloading the drugs and stuff basically. Right, so we have our 2 businesses. So they're actually legit businesses. They could actually earn a profit. You can see persons coming in right now, because it's that time of day, to be honest. Yeah, we actually are open, and you can see people using the dryers and everything. No one's gone to the counter yet, which is good. But anyway, that's the gist of the business. So we've got our 2 laundromats. Now it's time to open up our factory. Let's get on it. So, to open the factory, we need to go to. Let's just remember what I need to. Is it landscape? No. So factory. Yeah. So we have all of this to build our factory. All of this lovely area. Yeah. But we have to buy it. Yeah. They give us 2 panels to work with for free. So we're gonna purchase that, and I'm gonna purchase that. So this is gonna be our factory. We can obviously go up and purchase that, but that's going to be a lot, 11,000. Yeah, we'll make ourselves bankrupt without even putting in any of the equipment. Also on the factory, we need a road, so we need something like a street basically to get the vehicles in. So I'm going to opt for this. So you see the vehicles come in and then they go out. Let's get building. So, the first thing we want to do really is let me get the garages in. So I'm going to build 3 garages. Now we can only start with the bikes, which is a bit of a pain, and they only have 1 space. But that's fine. That is fine. We're going to go with that right there, which is the storeroom. So this is where they package up the items, and then we're just going to do that just so that no one else can get in. What I like to do also is demolish, just counting it, and then I'll put a door right there, yeah. So that's our way in. Also probably going to put a door right here. Might as well do it now, get it out of the way. Right, let's get to our grow room. Our grow room is going to be that. Now, what can we grow? That's the question. We can only grow basic cannabis at the moment. So I'm going to start putting those in. I'm going to put a fair amount, because they're quite cheap. They're 60 quid each, or $60. Now you can see there it's basic cannabis. We need the lighting to make it a little bit more prestigious or premium. We need to get a drying table, so I'm going to put one of those in there, and then we need a cutting table. I'll get one of those also. That is the basics of this room. That is it. That is all I need. Yeah. In the storage room, or the storeroom, we're going to need the table. So I think I'll put it there, and then we're going to need a couple of shelves just to put for them to store the product. I'm going to call it product. What we also need is, actually, that is in it. Let's get employees going on that. So let's get 2 workers. We need to task them. So we're going to task them to crop the drugs, during the cannabis, and then we're going to task them also to box the cannabis. So I'm going to do that with both workers right now. So there's both the workers. So they should go in, and start watering the plants, which they're doing. And then I'm going to continue building. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bedroom. The bedroom's going to have premium beds. I don't know why I'm putting in premium beds, but I am. For a slow recovery, for recovering energy, or that one just says a nicer bed. I may go with this one actually. Right, so we've got 2 beds for our workers. On top of that, I'm going to build a door right here, because we can't get anything in here, unfortunately. And then I'm going to build a breakout. Now the breakout room is what it is basically. Do you mean? Is for the staff to go, somewhere for the staff to go, sorry. Let's put what we're doing actually while we're here. Just get a small window, actually, 2 small windows, okay. Right. Let's go back to the breakout room. So the breakout room is what it suggests and what it says. It's a room. Should I put that coffee machine? I don't know, because it's quite expensive. And I don't want to. No, I'm not going to put that. Right. So this is going to be the gist of the breakout room. That is it. TV, sofa, couple of machines, and a bin. Right, now what I forgot to do is direct these guys to start delivering drugs. So these are the bikes, this is the dispatch, I call this the dispatcher. So you have certain places where you can go and you can dispatch drugs. So one bike is going to go there, one bike's going to go there, and the next bike's going to go to the mechanic. Is it going to be the mechanic, or is it going to, I can't even remember. Anyway, we'll work out now in a minute. So you can see they're watering the plants, doing whatever they're doing. We haven't finished with this yet. Yep, that's perfect. Now we need a kitchen and a bathroom for these guys. We've got £6,000 left. Sorry, we need a toilet, sorry. Okay. So the bathroom's just going to be bog standard. See, I would like to put that there, but there's going to be no space for no door. That's the problem we have with this. So I think what I'll do is I'll put that right there, and then I'll make these two the kitchen, and all this other bit the kitchen too. Okay, so we've got a kitchen now. Right. First thing in the kitchen is going to be a table. Just seeing how the table rotates. We'll just put that in the corner. Right, we're going to need some sort of doorway. obviously we're gonna need stuff for the kitchen. It's as simple as that. Right, so this is where it gets a bit mental, because I think we'll put a see, because we've got a coffee maker, we've got a coffee machine, and they both give energy, but I might as well just put that one there. There's no point in putting that coffee machine, do you know what I mean, in somewhere where, and I think we need a microwave. Right, coffee machine and the bin. I think we're good to go. Oh no, sorry. Let's get rid of that. That there. Let's get a cooker. But then we don't need a cooker, do we? If we've got that microwave. Oh, we need a fridge, sorry. That's all we need. There we go. Right. That is the gist of... yeah, that is it. See what this guy's saying. He's saying what? Can't cultivate or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, we're at the factory. We've got our employees. We've got 2 workers there. We've got no cleaners. We've got no cars. I think we'll get a cleaner. Let's get a cleaner in. Now, we can only have 4 workers at the moment. When we expand, every time we expand in the grid, we get extra workers. Or we get the limit goes on the extra workers. Goes up on the extra workers. Alright? So, what we don't have is an engineer at the moment. I'll get that in a bit, because we may need a guard, because we're playing in story mode, stuff happens, and then yeah, it's a problem. I'm just going to speed up the game a touch. We're at 10 o'clock, so our laundry mat should be closed, which it is. You see there's no workers in there. Yeah, same as that one there, right there. Right, we have our workers, we have our engineers, we have our cleaners in both our laundry mats, just making sure. Right, what we have, and what we need to pay close attention to, is the stars, which is our rating for the actual shop, or the, do you mean, or the business. So yeah, the business. That is our rating. We can purchase obviously a bigger license. We don't have the money right now, and then that will give us a couple extra items to go in the laundry mat. But we don't need to worry about that yet. Yeah. The shops we have, obviously we have donut shop. We can purchase the license for that. Purchase the license for the chicken shop, lobsters, restaurant, nightclub, so forth, and casino. We also have this, which is our hotline, yeah, but we need to purchase it. So what that does is it enables us to go to the dispatch, and then it gives us another, like a couple of places where you can dispatch goods to. Yeah, you can dispatch goods to, and you get a nice fee for that, for doing that. We have local businesses, which I may even have to. We have the scrapyard. Yeah, I think I'll start with going to the university. So I'm gonna change this guy to go to the university, because what we want to do is we want to get at the university this, which is the toasted cannabis. Let's get back to our factory. Right, we still don't have anyone going out as yet. I'm not too sure why. Let me speed up. I'm going to speed up. Right, they're actually cutting, so they're actually doing something. So I'm just going to speed up the game slightly. So as you can see, they're drying the cannabis. He's dry, yeah. And then another guy is coming in. You can see him cutting it up there. Yeah, I think I should buy another box because I think I'm getting a slight backlog. Yeah, let me buy one just to be on the safe side, yeah, because when he's cutting, that's it, he can't really do much. Right, so our bikes are going out. So you can see they're all out at the moment. He's going to there. So every time he drops off at the university, at the moment I've got 0 points. You can see him just going in now. Right. Let me just slow the game down. Actually, let me pause the game. So now we've got the mayor. So he's saying, oh, so you're dealing dope now, are you? I knew I was trying to fire you. So we was working, yeah, for him, and he fired us. And now we've got our own little business. I'm sending a few of my boys around to cluck you up. So I'm assuming that's F you up. So we've got a little bit of a dilemma on our hands now. Because he's literally sending these two guys, and they look like they've got some sort of baseball bats, to literally mess me up. So, how are we going to deal with this? I'll tell you how. I'm going to hire a guard. A guard costs £800, £7 an hour. You need to equip the guard. He's just going to be there with fisticuffs. I'm going to equip him with a samurai sword because that does a lot of damage. Look at the damage on that. So he's got that down. Thinking to do the movement speed, but no. Right, so we've got our guard now, yeah? So at the moment we've got attackers going in. See him there. Yeah. We're in there. There's our guard. Let's speed it up a bit. So they're literally getting bludgeoned to death. Yeah, look, he's got our guard just standing around. I don't know what he's doing, but we'll find out in a minute. There we go. Okay, there's one. There's two. Right. Let's just let's have a recap. Alright. Our guard has just taken out two of the mayor's finest, I don't know, assassins, but they have taken out two of my workers. So, as you can see there, oh, let's go there. So this guy, he wants some sort of drugs. He's asking if I've got anything. He wants 20 basic. I'm going to reject him at the moment because I need to get the store up and running. Do you mean, yeah? Alright, we're going to hire a replacement. There's our replacements. Right, so we've got our replacements going in. The guard, I'm going to fire him now because we don't really need him at the moment, and I'm going to get an engineer. Okay. Then these guys, I think they disappear now. We've got the police chief who's messaging us. Obviously, we're on his radar now. It looks like we may have to pay him some sort of money. Okay, so we're gonna have to earn that money now. Alright, so you can see the quality of the weed or the cannabis at the moment is 2-star. Yeah. Not too sure why it's 2-star, but it is 2-star. Yeah, we have to work on it in a sec. See what's going on. Right, because we have 1 star here. It's not in the ideal conditions because we don't have any lighting. Does this need anything? Yeah, it does. Look, It needs to be in those temp. Oh, sorry, that's toasted. Sorry. Okay, so basic cannabis don't need anything. Yeah, literally. So all it needs is lighting. The problem we've got is we're running out of money, and we're running out of money quite quick. That's the gist of it. Now, what I'm trying to work out is why it's 2-star. Because I'm sure when it so when it gets to there, it's 2-star. We'll get back to that. We'll come back to that. Let's get over to our places. Right, so we've got packages in there. But let's speed up a touch. Right, sorry, let's come out. There we go. Right, so at the moment we've got one package of cannabis, basic cannabis. So it's good quality. Right. Got one machine, one each. Okay, customer right there. Let's see what they want. They want toasted. You can't give them toasted, but you can give them. Okay, so we get a bit of money. Right. So that's the gist of the business right there. Yeah, people's coming in, they want stuff. We need to get more deliveries. Simple as that. We're gonna, but at the moment we just got the bikes. Yeah. Right. Let's see if the bike. Yeah, see they're on their way. As you see right there. So R1 is just turning up there, up the top. So he should come here in a second. There he is. Goes and picks it up. I think what I need, because it's quite a long way round, is a door. Yes, I think I'll get a door. Right there. On both. That's quite a long way for him to walk. So these guys, they seem fine. They're doing, yeah. We've got work here. I'm taking a shower right there. They're kind of reminiscing a bit, but yeah, that's alright. Let them do their thing. I think they're on breaks. This guy's still waiting. This guy's oh yeah. Oh, that's funny. He's playing right now. He looks like he's going over to the customer. There's no drugs anyway. Oh, he just wants to do some laundry. There you go. Right. So I'm just looking at the establishment just to see what's going on. We've got no drugs. Okay, they're out again. Alright. So let's go back to business side. Oh no, so let's go back to the factory. Right, so the factory. So you can see there, they just have kind of one. Yeah. Have we got a cleaner? Did I get a cleaner? Yeah, we did. Okay. We haven't got his guard. Okay. Let's find out. We've got all our workers too. Okay. Right, so we've got 2 packages waiting. We've got no one. Everyone's out at the moment. To the factory in a minute. Okay. There's not much we can do. I think what we need to do is work on the star rating now, yeah? In the shop. So what we'll do is to work on the rating, you go to businesses, and you can see here at the moment we have our kind of scale. So at the moment we're only meeting accessible toilet. Yeah, I think what we need is obviously we can't have all products because we don't even have the ability to make all products yet, so that's out of the question. Marketing billboard, we can't do that because that's quite a lot of money. grand. So as I said, we can't do that. What we can do though is we can do the cleaner. Yeah, we can do the cleaner. Right, to work at the business hours. So there's the business hours, 6 till 7, 6 in the morning till 7 at night. We go to our employees. Yeah, we go to cleaner. At the moment, our cleaner has a schedule. They're on the basic schedule, which is schedule name. Yeah, which is this one right here. I think we'll just call that workers for now. Yeah, workers union. Right. So our cleaner, let's go back to him. Where's the people? Is on the workers union schedule. We need to create a cleaner schedule. So what we'll call it is let's call it Mac cleaners. Okay, Mac cleaners. So you can see from here, it's got like breaks. What we want to do is make sure this guy is not around until 6. So we're going to schedule him in all the way up to 7 o'clock. He ain't even going to have a break. That's how vicious we're going to be. So we'll call it Mac cleaners, yeah? Mac cleaners, right? So we go back to people and employees, cleaners. We now change that to Mac cleaners. That's increased the star straight away. So, and I think when you the more stars is the more capacity. So at the moment you can see that there's 7. Yeah, we've got 2 now. 7 people come into the business, whereas 5 people on this one. We're gonna do exactly the same. Cleaners, Mac cleaners. Yeah, you can see we've got a star now. We've got 7. So that's the way to boost up, or a quick, easy way to boost up the businesses. Yeah. Okay, next. We've got all of our bikes in. To be honest, we need to look at how our factory and our employees work in the factory. So I think we need to look at schedule again. Right, we have our workers union. I'm gonna make another one called factory. I think from really and truly they should work it at night. Our factory workers. I think that's what I'll do. Just get rid of these. Right. So from about 10 to 6. Yeah. We'll call them night workers. This, I'm going to sort this out in a minute, but yeah, you can see it there. So on break, not working. There we go. Right. So let's go back to our workers. I'm going to put you on night working, and you. Right. Because what you want them doing is making the drugs in the night. These guys work there. Do you know what I mean? They deliver it at any time. So if these guys are working in the night, they can deliver the drugs obviously early morning, innit? Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. Right. See, and then they get out there and get everything done and dusted. Do you know what I mean? Before the shop opens. The shop opens at what, 6? So if it opens at 6, if you can get a few deliveries done in the night. Do you know what I mean? Then we're kind of laughing in a sense. Anyway, let's get back. So remember, we've got one going to the university. So every time he gets to the university, let's work it out. So this is the university. So every time he gives a good, we get 2 points. So you can see we've got 12 points at the moment. I need 20. So nearly there. We're nearly there. I need 20 points to get this. That's what I want to get. Okay. So right. So as you can see now, right, these guys are out and about. Yeah, out and about. There you go. Right. 6 o'clock. Let's go back to schedule. Night workers. Let me make sure these guys, because yeah, they're night working. Okay. Right. Let's see what these guys are gonna do. I just want to see. This is using appliance to the engineer. Let me put him. You know what? I'll put him on night working so he hours. And then cleaner. Put him on the second. So these guys have gone home now. Well, sorry, no, they're not gone home. They're not doing any work though. Yeah, if that makes sense. Now we have look, four cannabis. So I'm just trying to work out how we're going to roll this. I think with the night workers we may have to schedule something in. Yeah, I think. Wait a minute. 6. 1, 2, and then I think we'll give them a break. 6 hours there, 6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours, 6 hours. I think that's how we're going to do it at the moment, yeah. So I think if we bring them in at 6, they can start doing some stuff. Alright. So as you can see, still no businesses really. We're going to speed up a touch. I'm going to try it like this. Nothing we can do for now. I'm just going to try it, see what happens. I think on top of that, what we're going to do is let's see if we can add in some lighting. So we go to emitters. At the moment we've only got an 80. Let's see what that does. Really, it's just like lit up one. Why is that only lit up one? It's a bit crazy, isn't it? Okay, a bit better. Oh, that's mad, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, really, I need to research this and get it on above them. But I'll leave that there as such for now. We've sped it up. These guys are just standing around, but that's fine. Yeah. Hopefully we'll produce in the night when it's needed. So I'm just looking at the business again. It's going a bit slow, but we should be able to get some money. We've got a bit of money anyway. I mean, it ain't like we ain't making money. We've got some money. What we don't have on this business is windows. So I'm gonna start looking at that now. Actually, let's get a couple of black windows in there. Sink. Right. And I'll put a window there. Let's go to this guy. There, enough the same. We need the drugs. We need a car. But we ain't gonna get a car yet until we get this drug sorted out. And we will. Points need to go up a bit more, and then we can get our toasted cannabis, and then we can get going. Yeah. So let's see what this guy takes out. If he takes out 2-star, he does. It's a 2-star, so that's 2 points. So it takes us from 14 to 16. Yep. We just need 2 more. Let's get back to the hold on, yeah, let's get back to you. Right, so we've got what I think we need, which is what I'm gonna sack the cleaner guy here for a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of him. Fast enough. Okay. Get another drying table too, just to be on the safe side, yeah. Right. So now we've got another worker, because we're going to need money for the for the policeman. It's as simple as that. We're going to need money for the chief. If we ain't got it, they come in and smash up everything. Trust me, yeah, it's just not a good look. All right, so we just need one more. It's not there yet. I think he's on his way now. Yeah, it looks like he's on his way now, and then we'll be able to get the toasted cannabis. Yeah, so really what we want is this full. Still going to reject him. Okay, he's taking it in. It looks like it's 3 stars. It is. So let's get the toasted. Okay. Now, let's see how we can do this, because sure that I do it all correctly. That's for sure. Right. So I think what we'll do, because we can't really sell anything, demolishes. Same time, and it's, yeah, we need to, right, I've got an idea. So that's going to be the toasted cannabis tape. This is going to be cannabis tape. On top of it, okay. figure out why I'm doing this in a minute. But there's a reason to my madness, trust me. There's a method to my madness, I should say. Okay. Just gonna put these on the top here for now. Is everything ticked? I don't know, but it is. Okay. Let's put 2 in. Right, even this. We need everything separated, and the reason we need everything separated is because you can get cross-contamination. Yes, that's a word. Okay, what we don't have is our employees at the moment are only doing cannabis where they need to be doing both. Now, let's add it in. With this guy, which is the bike guy, we're gonna get him only to do toasted cannabis, because the conversion rate on toasted cannabis is quite high. Well, it's much higher than the other stuff, and we need the points to get a car, because we're not getting anything done with this kind of level. It's as simple as that. Right. Okay, so with toasted cannabis, certain ideal temperature. So this needs a heater. So the temperature there is 70, between 70 and 100. And I don't know if we have a heater. Let's have a look. We have a small heater. I don't think that's enough. Yeah, 40 and 40. Maybe we have to get 2 heaters in there. It's £400 for 2 heaters. We may have to leave that for now. Bikes in. Okay, and these guys are out. Is it worth it? It may be worth it actually, because look, it's up to 6 if we do it. We may be wasting money, I don't know. Alright, we'll work it out in a sec. Let's get that guy over there. Let's put another toasted cannabis. Yeah, we'll work it out in a sec. Trust me, we'll work it out in a sec. Alright. So he's saying something, I don't know what he's saying. Our employees at the moment. Invest in these gloves. Oh, that's because he ain't doing it here, so okay. Like, wow, he's doing meth already. Right, so as you can see, stuff is going out. Yeah, I'm gonna do 2. It's only raised it by 30. That's done shit. It's the one shit. Shit. Woo. Oh, sorry. You know what it is? Remove and then look sell. See? My bad. So I just wasted £200 there. Alright, and we don't have a... Oh man, this is crazy. This game, I tell ya. We need to get an engineer. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this guy. Yeah. Alright, anyway. You know what? Just get rid of them. Because they're not doing much anyway. So, okay. Let's get over to the businesses. Oh, you know, that's the problem now. Oh man, this is there's no one around. Where did he just come from? Is this guy working all night? Let's have a look at this. Oh yeah, he is, isn't it? Okay. Alright. Okay, we've got 2 in there, which ain't too bad. Got 2 in there, okay. See, so I think with the way we've got it now, to be honest, in the night, and then the workers take a break around about 6, 8 o'clock-ish in the daytime. So we've got quite a few products there now that can go out. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, as long as they get those products out, then we're good. Do you mean, if that makes sense? Yeah. So I think we'll have to call the video there, you know, for now. Let's have a quick look. 24 in the university. Let's see what else we can get. Let's get the improved bench. So, you know, I should have got that instead, but it is what it is. I've just clicked it by accident. Yeah, we've got the improved bench. Yeah, let's leave it as that. So, that is our factory. We've got no more drugs. Money's coming in. Same here again. This guy's picking it up. We're gonna leave it as that. Let's pause it right there. Zoom out and say, alright, we've successfully started a cannabis production and distribution business. Yeah, this is Jay Online signing out. Hope you've enjoyed that. See you in part 2. Peace.